What's good, YouTube? It's your boy MarshTheKid back with another video. Hey, last video, I'm uploading these on the same day. I'm gonna make sure I get them up. Pat Bev got on Trae Young for basically not holding himself to a higher standard. You know, becoming a winner. So now we got Trae Young claps back at Pat Bev and trolls him for a play-in celebration. Hey man, let's just dive in.
I posted a video earlier today of Patrick Beverley going off on Trae Young on his...
First of all, let's go ahead and get that thumbnail. You feel me? Let's get that thumbnail.
podcast. I recommend going to watch that response, but to summarise it, Patrick Beverley just pretty much called Trae Young. He said he wasn't a winner and talked about how he'd only been to the playoffs 3 times and how Pat Bev had been to the playoffs 9 times. And then KD chimed in and said that Pat Bev was sounding delusional, but Trae Young has hopped onto his pod.
Hey, just to get my perspective real quick, everybody chose him for their celebration, and yeah, you know, it's a moment you can laugh at. You can look back and laugh on. You know what I mean? Be like, oh, this nigga laughed at a play and win, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we can laugh at it and joke around, but bro, what people don't understand is that he's human, and this could have been the year that he had stuff going on behind the scenes. You know, he could have had stuff going on behind the scenes that we didn't know about. He was facing some trials and tribulations, and then he won this game, and you know, like, it was a testimony to him making it through the season. You know what I mean? That's what a lot of people don't see. They think, oh, it's just all glitter and perfection. Then he cries because he won a little playing game. Like, no, he could have been going through some serious stuff behind the scenes. It's just some doubt, you know, like family things. You never know. And then you go out there and get a win that actually means something. That's all I got to say on that.
AD chimed in and said that Pat Bev was sounding delusional, but Trae Young has hopped onto his podcast now from The Point and posted a response video to Patrick Beverley, clapping back at him.
I didn't even know we had a podcast.
Let's talk about how you were a 1-time first-team all-defensive player, a 2-time second-team defensive player. Some accolades people can only dream of having. Not a lot of people in the NBA can even say that they've had those type of accolades. Those are unbelievable achievements and things nobody can ever take away from you. You said it. You went to the playoffs 9 times. I've only been to the playoffs 3. You're right. You have 6 more playoff appearances than me. Let's bring up some more facts. You've been to 1 conference finals. I've been to 1 conference finals. What year was that for you? Just another fact. Year 9. The year I made it was year 3. Just a fact. You want to know another one? You averaged 7 points and 2 is. I don't even know how I'm doing this. Like I'm really not even here to talk about my numbers, but here they are. You talk about a winner. What have you won? Tell me, what have you won? And don't respond with that like sympathy. I won in life, I won in basketball, because you did, man. You made it to the NBA. There's very few many people that can say that. But at the same time, bro, it's levels to this shit. And I don't respond to a lot of people. But you, out of all people, should really know me. Out of all people that do a lot of talking for a living, should know me. Just me and you. What you did versus me, what I did versus you. Granted, when I came into the league, you were going into year 7. It's just different timetables, I get it. You're a little bit later into your career. I was 19, about to be 20, going into my rookie season. Do you want to know your age going into your rookie season? You were 24, your first year in the NBA. You talking about uncomfortable. Man, you don't know what uncomfortable is. Not in my world. We all had different things. We all had different battles that we fight with on and off the court. Me saying that doesn't make it seem like you ain't never been through nothing. Don't get it twisted. And that's why I'm not tweeting you. I'm letting you know face to face. We talking basketball here. You don't know what it's like to be in my position. And that's why I'm here, having this conversation with you, having to clear up context with you. Because these same people that you saying were my teammates that were calling you, telling you that it ain't the Atlanta Hawks, it's the Trae Hawks. I'm sure they're the same people that have my number that you could have called me and asked me to have this conversation off the camera or off social media, just like you asked KD to do when he tried to come at you today. I wanted to take that route that Jaylen Brown took with Stephen A. Smith and tell you to state your source. State your source. You in the media field now. I don't look at you as a player. State your source. Worst teammate of mine.
Woo! Bro, Imagine well, Trae Young's not a casual. Imagine having this guy right here in these glasses. Imagine telling you don't like a player to me anymore. You just look like an analyst or a podcaster while he's still in the league.
Told me that it's the Trae Hawks. This ain't the Atlanta Hawks. I challenge you. But wait, we got some more facts for you. And this has nothing to do with any of the guys' legacies and players that I'm about to name, because to be honest, I didn't really want to mention anybody's name in this, because this is between me and you. You play with some big time players, my guy. You talk about winning and impact winning and all these things. You've been on some teams with some big time players. How about I go through a list of these guys?
No lie.
LeBron,
No lie.
Giannis, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Ant-Man, Cat. And we're not even going to talk about how we celebrate play-in wins. I win play-in games on the road, and I'm ready to get to the playoffs. You win play-in games at home, and you standing on the scores table acting like it's a championship. We celebrate wins different too. But let me get back to these guys. You've had some great teammates over these years that you've only been able to make the conference finals with because your impact was that strong. One time, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Sweet Lemon Pepper Lou, and Dwight Howard. I can go on and on. Them is just the Hall of Famers that I can just pop on the list right now. Just not name some of the guys that I know may have listened to you when they was around you, but the way they act is not the way you act. Even from the young guys who are going to be future Hall of Famers. A guy who just won MVP, a guy who just won a championship. I know he looked up to you as a rookie, but you saw what happened when he left. In one conference finals to show for it, your impact for winning was very strong, huh? And this ain't no shot again to them guys, because I know from being in my shoes, I know how hard it is to win in this league. I know how much luck you have to have on your side to win at a high level and go play into June, like you said, because you play in June every year, huh? You've been able to play with all these guys, and you talk about impact winning. Where was your real impact in winning? I know you were labeled as a tough defender, a great defender, and the accolades say that you were. But I promise you, anytime you was on the court with me, I was never scared of you. I was never scared of Patty Bev. I promise you. And as you can tell, Patty don't scare me now. And also, let me clarify my tweet for you, since you want to do it this way. Relax. Let us speak for ourselves. It's simply just that. Let us speak for ourselves. Some of us have different opinions than others. But if you have somebody who's a non-All-Star, who's never been to the All-Star game, never even had a chance, or even felt like he had a chance when he was playing in this league, say that the guys who are All-Stars take the game for granted when we playing. I can't speak for every All-Star that's been there. I can only speak for myself. And I just wanted to let you know that you need to relax, because not every All-Star that's played in the game or plays in the game wants to play the way we do, or wants to see the type of performances that we've had. So when I say let us speak for ourselves, I mean just that, Patty. Let the All-Stars speak about us. Let the All-Stars speak about the game. Everybody has an opinion.
I'm calling him Patty is an OD, bro.
But just don't be disrespectful, especially coming from somebody who's been in the game, who's been carried by a lot of All-Stars. A lot of these wins that you say you've had, being a winning player in the NBA, a lot of those wins, basically every single one of those wins, you were being carried by an All-Star. If not two.
Hey, this is all-time beef right here, bro. Hey, I'm gonna just say, I'm gonna be the first one to say it. TNC. The next chapter. The biggest 1v1 platform in the world right now.
At the same time. So for me, I just took offense that you could even come out and even say that we take the game for granted because of what you see on 1-2 hours on a Sunday night as a fan watching the game. I'm just disappointed as an NBA brother of yours that you would come out and say something like that. But I know a lot of people was wanting me probably just to listen to that Drake song and post that bar. We all know how that goes, but I wanted to play your game because I know you wanted to react to me and say what you said about me for attention. I'm going into year 8, about to be 27. I ain't even enter my prime. I'm glad you transitioned over into the media field. I wish you nothing but the best. I will forever be pro player in whatever we do. And I'm just leaving here with this. I want us as players that if we do leave the game and go into the media space, that other players that are still playing don't have this certain image of us where it looks like we just saying things or we're doing things for clickbait or for money, and we better than that. And I didn't want to be here to do this, but I'm giving you this as a gift for everything you meant to this game on the defensive end. But seriously though, you did mean a lot to this game, man. I got nothing but love. If you want to chat, you got some teammates that know my number. Or if you want to just keep talking about it, you can keep talking about it.
But Trae Young posted a full 12-minute response video on his YouTube channel. I have it linked in the description down below.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I feel like both sides are right in their respectable ways, but they're just not hearing out the other side. They're trying to respond. They're listening to respond more than like comprehend. I see Pat Bev's side as far as like you shouldn't be so relaxed. You know what I'm saying? Like you've technically been on the losing side of your career. He wants to see him go out there. He's wanting to see him go out there, push himself harder, and win games at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And I guess not have a selfish play. And then Trae Young is kind of just clapping back, just roasting him, being honest. Just talking about how he got carried. That's pretty much the whole spill. So I just feel like they gotta have a conversation man to man, bro. Like in person, face to face. And like just explain. Pat needs to explain like, yo, I just want to see you succeed. I just want to see you work harder. You know what I'm saying? I want to see you have that kind of old school mentality and just grind. Just grind to win games. Because he said Trae Young put his stats up, but like, I'm going to keep it 100. You don't win nothing, Trae. You don't win. Yeah, you might have made that one conference finals push, but like, other than that, you haven't won anything. So, I mean, Pat Bev isn't wrong here. Neither of y'all are wrong, really, because Pat Bev has always been like that, you know, just role player that just plays defense. But I feel like it's just a man-to-man conversation needs to be had, bro. You know, just settle it. Nothing physical, nothing like violent or nothing like that. Just sitting down, hearing each other out, just talking it over. You know what I'm saying? Make sure there's respect on both ends. But, man, y'all let me know what y'all think, bro. Like, comment, subscribe. It's all free. It all helps me in the algorithm. All links in the description. Until next time, man. We out.